So in this video, I am going to show you guys how to embed photos into Canvas. Remember, this is what we did a few Tuesdays ago. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to Canvas, and in Chapter 2 Learning Targets, you want to go ahead and make sure you have the pictures. So you click on the Embedding Photos in Desmos to find the quadratic equation assignment. You want to download these 4 pictures. You just click on them and it'll download it. I already have it on my computer, so I'm not going to do that. Then what we want to do is we want to go back to Desmos, and you want to press this plus sign, and you're going to pick the image. So I am going to do the whiteout with you. Once I have the whiteout on the screen, I want to click on the picture, and I want to click on the blue dot in the center to move it around. I am going to move it, so I am going to use the bottom of this whiteout as my quadratic equation. So I'm going to move it so my vertex kind of lines up nicely with a point. So over here I lined it up with 4 and 2, and it works out better if you just move it to the first quadrant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to label a few points to get them on this graph. I have the point 4, 2 that I want to be as my vertex, and then I'm going to put 1 dot on each side of the whiteout so I have the shape of a U so it can model that. Then I'm looking right about here. Looks like this would be 3 over and 2.5 up. So I'm going to do 3, 2.5. And then over on this side, this one is about 5 over, and it's like a little more. It's like it's up one of these and then in between of those. So I'm going to do 5 and 2.75, and that dot is there nicely. So once I have my 3 dots, then in the next line, I want to press the plus symbol to do a table of values. I am going to type my points that I just got into that table. One of those is not right. Okay. And it should change all the colors to be the color blue of the table. Once I have that on the left side, I want to, here, let me show you in Word, because once I start typing it into Desmos, it's gonna, oh, there you go. So what I'm going to type into Desmos, let me make this font really big, is I'm going to do y underscore, nope, y, oh, I word that's auto capitalizing it, y underscore 1, this squiggly line, which is shift, the key next to 1, ax underscore 1, with the caret symbol, that's shift 6, squared, plus bx underscore 1, plus c. So that is what I'm going to type into Desmos. So I type that in here. Oops, I want to make sure I'm not in the underscore, so I always want to make sure I arrow out. So once I graph it, it should give me a quadratic that lines up nicely with those points. Notice it gives me A values, A, B, and C values. These are the parts to my equation. So I'm going to write this line. I'm going to write this onto my Desmos assignment. So if I go back over here, you will want to take a screenshot of that. I'll show you that in a second, but I'm going to write the equation here. So when I write the equation, I want to make sure it's in y equals ax squared plus bx plus c form. And I'm going to replace those values, but this is the form I want it to be in. So if I go back and look at Desmos, my a value is 0.625. 625 x squared plus, and then I want to check out my b value. This is negative 4.875, so I can actually make this minus x plus my c value, which is 11.5. And that would be the equation for this graph. To get the photo for question 1, what I want to do is I want to press the Windows key and then type snipping tool, and this window should appear. I want to click the picture that has the lasso with the scissors, and then I want to make sure I get the full screen in here so I can make sure you've done everything correctly. Then I would go to File, Save As, and I want to save this somewhere on my computer where I can find it later. So I will just save it here, and I'm going to label it as whiteout graph. So I know that this is the one that has the line on it. Then I want to just go back to Desmos, and I will go upload my file. I want to make sure I go to the same folder, and I have it here, so I want to upload my whiteout graph.